sportsbook. So, Shannon, do you still believe that your Hawks will win this series?
I'm not as confident as I once was, Skip. The DeAndre Hunter injury really hurt him because Solomon Hill, Skip, 1 point is not going to be enough for a guy that's in the starting lineup. And Kevin Werder, 1 for 6. He was 1 for 5 from the three-point line. He only gave him 3 points. So that's 4 points from guys that you're really counting on to give you minutes. And you look at Tobias Harris had 22, Joel Embiid had 27, Seth Curry had 12, Ben Simmons had 18, Courts Miles had 14, and Dwight Howard had 12. Well, you're getting that kind of production from the other squad, from one squad. You're going to need more than 28 from Trae and 23 from John Collins. I thought Bogdanovich played well. I thought Gallinari. But, Skip, you're going to need at least 18 from Werder, maybe 8 to 10 from Solomon Hill, and I just don't know if Solomon Hill is capable. They turned the ball over far too much. Not really, but considering that you got your hands full with Embiid. And so now, Skip, we devote so much attention to Embiid, now everybody else is getting off. They got their work cut out for them, but we're going to win game 4. I believe we win game 4. You don't win game 4, you're not coming back to Atlanta for game 6. I think Nate McMillan is explaining it to him. We need to come out with a greater sense of urgency and not wait till we're down 10 points to try to rally and get back into the ball game. We need to do what we did in game 1, Skip. They jumped on them. They made shots, but Werder played well. Solomon Hill gave them valuable minutes, and that's what you're going to need moving forward. But I'm still going to take the Hawks in game 4.
I warned you Friday, you're speaking with your heart instead of your head. Atlanta is still your home, or your home away from home. Or
the way they've been acting out there, I'm about to have to get up out of there, Skip.
Really?
They're off the chain now, Skip.
I also tried to warn you on Friday's show. Embiid is just too much for them. Ben Simmons is too much for them. So what happened right on cue in the third quarter of Friday evening's game at Atlanta?
Yeah,
it's a madhouse. It's everybody's on scene. You know, you got all the stars came out. And Doc got up into Ben Simmons at halftime and just said, look, you're playing great defense, because he would just suffocate little Trae Young. But he said, you got to attack on offense. So Ben Simmons took the ball and drove it to the hoop in the third quarter. He scored 11. He made 4 or 5 shots. Embiid scored 11 in the third quarter. And going to the fourth, it was 95-75 Sixers, and it was over. You can just book it. It was done. And actually, little Trae, he did make 3 of 6 threes, but if you look hard at what he did, he made 2 when it was just pure garbage time, with 6:49 left and 1:26 left in the game. He made 1 to cut it to 17 and 1 to cut it to 15. So 2 of those threes were just meaningless to me.
Skip, when you look at it, the Hawks really don't have anybody that can match up with Ben Simmons, because if you take John Collins, he has to play Tobias Harris. Or if you take John Collins and put him on Ben Simmons, then Tobias Harris has the mismatch. So really they're at a disadvantage. You don't have anybody to do anything with Joel Embiid with his big butt backing you down like an 18-wheeler. And then you had a disadvantage with either Simmons or Tobias Harris.
Yep. I'm going to say it one more time. Embiid is a little bit better than Jokic. I have nothing but respect for Jokic, but Embiid is just a monster. Embiid is terrifying. Embiid is the one who makes you lose sleep the night before, because
he'll be going to the free throw line like 18 times a game.
Well, Jokic doesn't go to the free throw line. Jokic was mad he didn't go to the free throw last night, but he averages 5 a game. Embiid averages almost 11 a game. It's more than double what he averages. So Embiid just gets to the free throw line like a parade to the free throw line. So he went 16 times, made 12, which for him is not that great. I didn't think Philly played all that great. By the way, they did lose Danny Green for a while with a calf pull. You know how bad those can be.
Right.
And that's a big loss for them. I know he wasn't doing much in this game. He only made 3 minutes and 45 seconds. But that could be a big defensive loss for them. So I give you some shot. But those 2 guys between Embiid and Simmons, man, it's just hard for Atlanta to deal with them. It's hard to deal with Dwight coming in.
Yeah.
You guys, you Lakers, you missed Dwight this year.
Yeah. Because he gave you 12 and Skip, he gave you 12 and 6 in 13 minutes.
And plus, he's a great stand-in for Embiid because he's just so physical.
Yeah.
and he plays with so much edge.
Right.
He makes stuff happen.
He's not, Skip, he's not as athletic as he once was.
No.
But his knowledge of the game from playing it so long, he understands that I need to be here, that I can't rely on athleticism as I once could. So he relies on more smarts now. But he still has that body, Skip.
Does he?
He still can use that body.
And he knows how to use the body.
Yes. But Skip, if you let Embiid gets 27, Harris gets 22, and Ben Simmons get 18, you're not beating them.
Nope. I think Embiid loves turning down the sound in that arena. What do they call it now? Are we back to State Farm?
This is State Farm,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
It used to be with the Highlight Factory. That's what they call it, the Highlight Factory.
Well, I got it. But Embiid's going to have another monster triple team in. But look, you doubled him the other night, and he got 8 assists.
But you know what, Skip? The Hawks won't shoot 6 of 23. They'll make at least, I'm going to say they're going to make at least somewhere between 13 and 15 threes. Could I interest you in 2 cases of that?
15?
13 to 15.
You're feeling full of yourself.
13 to 15
you
threes.
20 for Utah.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that.
Well, what about the win? We're going to get the win.
Okay, I'll take the win just straight up.
No. Give me the points.
No.
Skip.
I got Philly. I know
you got Philly. Give me the points. Skip, you got the best big man in basketball.
Huh. You're at home. Are you kidding?
Really?
You love your Hawks.
I love the Hawks. Give me the points. What's the point? What's the spread?
It's too many.
How many?
4.
Oh, yeah, give me that. Skip, Joel Embiid.
Are you kidding?
Joel Embiid against Clint Capella. Yeah, Ben Simmons.
Atlanta can't win 1 home game?
You told me Ben Simmons, he suffocated a little nice Trae.
He did.
Okay, well, give me the points then.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just for fun, because I'm so far ahead, I will give you the points for 1 case.
What?
Just 1 case, that's all. 1 case.
So in other words, you're not that confident. Because Skip.
Atlanta should win. I said the other day they should win 1 home game.
Skip.
I had 2-2-2-2, and he's just 2-ing you to death with that little jumper, and he torched them. So look at what started happening in these 4 games against Denver. Game 1, he scores 21. Game 2, 17. Game 3, 27. And Game 4, 37. Right. Well, where did that come from?
With no threes attempted.
No threes attempted, because he just said, I'm not going to do that anymore.
I don't need a three.
So he averaged 26, 5 boards, and 10 assists. So to your point, 26 and 10 assists in 4 games of a sweep against the Nuggets. Should we blame some of that on the Nuggets? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe because they just didn't defend it.
Right.
I don't know why.
They have no guards.
Maybe they don't have somebody. Would Jamal Murray have been a better defender?
Jamal Murray would D up.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's an offensive guy.
Yep.
Skip, the only knock on Chris Paul is because you look at his resume in the regular season, it's impeccable. He led the league in assists several times, led the league in steals. He's an all-NBA offensive and defensive player.
His accolades are extreme.
The only thing against him is what? Lack of playoff success.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's having that even at the ripe age of 36.
Okay.
So this is going to go a long way with how once he hang up the shoes, because it looks like you hear reports that he's going to opt out the last year, $44 million, and want another 3 to 4 year deal. Probably going to get it. Probably going to get it, Skip. So when it's all said and done, we're going to look. Because if I'm not mistaken, the last guys that were 36 or older to have 37 points was Karl Malone and Kareem.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
So.
All right. So what do we see in 2018? He and James Harden got to the conference final.
Had Golden State's on the road.
They had them on the rope. They're up 3 games to 2.
Yep.
And at the end of that 5th game, Chris, right on schedule, pulls his hamstring, and he's done for games 6 and 7. And you know the rest of the story. It got ugly.
Yep.
And that was the game 7 at Oakland, in which the Rockets, featuring James Harden solo, shot 7 of 44 from 3 and missed.
It's 27, 28 straight.
Okay. So that was the end of that.